strain. When we're talking engineering, strain is how much the material has stretched. How much material has stretched. Okay, there's multiple different types of strain, but we're going to deal with if we have an object and I apply a load to that object, and if I pull it, I'm sure you know from experience, if you pull it hard enough it will stretch. So how much does it stretch? And what we do is strain is the ratio, that like the percentage of how much it stretches. So strain is going to equal the change in length, how much it stretched, over the original length. So LO. So if I have an object, if I have like a cable or something, and I apply a weight on that cable, a heavy weight, so if this is the original length, it will stretch a bit. This will be the change in length. And in engineering we often will try and figure this out as a proportion. This will help us when we get to things like Young's modulus and things like that. So how can we work it out? So let's try it. A 2000 kg weight, doesn't matter, causes a 20 meter cable to stretch 4 milliliters. What is the strain? So let's try it out. So we have to identify a couple of things. LO, or the original length, the start length of the cable is 20 meters. What's the stretch? The stretch, the change in length, is equal to 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters is equal to 0.004 meters. Length change, and this is original length. Okay, so let's just try this. So strain is equal to the length change, equals 0.004 meters. That's the change in length over the original amount of length. Yeah. And that's going to equal a very small number. 4 divided by 20 equals 0.00002. Does that seem reasonable? And the answer is, for some substances, yes, it seems perfectly reasonable. Usually when you're talking metals and ceramics and carbon fibre, strain, the amount of stretch is not a lot. If you're talking bungee cords, then you'd expect that to be getting much bigger, but for steel, for aluminium, for titanium, you're going to expect very small numbers in there. So let's try another one. A 30 meter cable, a 30 meter rod, has a strain of 0.00015. How much does a 30 meter rod, how much does it stretch by? There's one thing I should do first. Here we go. Just out of interest, what's the units of strain going to be? Well, if you look at this, it's meters divided by meters, so strain has no unit. No unit. Okay, so again, we draw a picture. How much does the strain? So E equals change in length over length original. What do I know? Well, I know the strain, I know the original length, so I want to find out the change in length. How much does it stretch by? I rearrange that, multiply both sides by LO, O. So change in length is equal to strain times LO is equal to 0.00015, no unit because it's strain, times 30 meters equals, so 0.00015 times 30 equals 0.0045 meters. So in this case, this 30 meter rod stretches 4.5 millimeters. And in some cases that could be a problem, in others you just got to remember when you apply load onto stuff it will stretch. Okay, so now we're going to start putting this, next video we're going to put this together with Young's modulus.